Hello and welcome back to Exit Corners, where we are just about to start chapter 2. We have recently just played chapter 1, where we were introduced to 5 different characters, and each of us woke up in a shady hotel. We have no memory of how we got here. We have contact with one person from the outside, and we seem to unwittingly have become contestants in some sort of maybe riddle game. We don't know about the game yet, which we should be about to find out in this chapter, which is exciting. We do know that there is presumably high stakes because it was like, oh, you might die at the very end of the last episode. Also, one character started having a very bad painful nosebleed and feeling like they had something inside of them. So I'm very curious to see what the rest of this is about. We're gonna hopefully find out some rules, find out what's going on, or maybe bits of what's going on at least. Maybe play some more riddles, get to know these characters a bit more. Let's go, chapter 2, Scent Game. It is March as well, but the one looked like a 7. I don't know how relevant that is, but it's something, I like to bear these little details in mind. What happened to me? So we generally tend to be playing as Ink. When it's blue here like this, it seems to be like it's his thoughts. Then we have a general narration and character dialogue too. So what happened to me? This is a general narration. The same question repeated itself endlessly in Ink's head. It had been less than an hour since Ink had woken up in the Four Elements Hotel. Since then, he had been acquainted with a handful of strangers who, like him, had no idea why they were there. To add to the confusion, Ink's phone had been stolen. In its place was a PDA which could only contact his friend and colleague, Sean. The one who had woken him up was a girl named Ether, so I did do a Google and I was like, how do you say this word? And multiple sources told me Ether, so I'm going Ether. I'm committing. Right now she was doing her best to keep Ink's blood loss to a minimum after a violent episode of sudden hemorrhaging. Enough. I think it's stopped for good. I mean, for now. Whew, how are you feeling then? I could be worse, considering. Thanks for helping me keep that under control. It didn't seem very under control. We did vomit. We bled a lot. We, almost blacked out. And our heart nearly beat out of our chest. And maybe something else. I am seriously starting to think we are infected by aliens. That kind of bleeding isn't normal, is it? No, I've never experienced anything like that in my life. Say, how do I look? Most of the blood landed on the wall or floor, and we've wiped it away. Oh, and we've wiped away what was on your face. So you look okay? Got a bit on your scarf, but you might be able to wash it out. That's fine, it missed us. It just landed on the walls. Probably a bit on the ceiling too. Ink gave his scarf a quick twist, hiding the tiny bloodstains from view. Are we not going to tell them? Are we keeping this a secret? Cool. Don't mention this to anyone, alright? Why not? This could be serious. This seems to be the kind of thing that could make people panic, you know? Until we know what's going on, let's keep this on the down low. But I'll worry about my personal health once I've made it home. Besides, I feel better now. Don't look at me like that, I'll be fine. I don't like keeping secrets in situations like this, but at the same time, we don't know who we can trust. Although, Ray seems cool. There's a grandma who might want to take care of us. And then, Liza was, a bit up herself, but what does it matter? We could at least tell her. It might shut her up a bit. What makes you so sure? I'm the detective, remember? You can't kill off the detective before he solves any mysteries. Oh boy. This isn't a story, Ink. Life's kind of a story, no? It is, but it's not like a story where there's set rules. Just promise me you'll go for a checkup when we get back to campus. Deal. Let's get out of here then. I really hope we make it out. It wasn't an act. Ink did feel better. Whatever his affliction was, it had passed. How bizarre. I won't be able to get medical attention until I get out of here anyway. Grabbing Ink by the wrist, Ether dragged him through the once locked double doors at the end of the hall. Let's go and get some explanations, maybe? Hopefully. On the other side was a small lounge. To Ink's surprise, his other new acquaintances were scattered about the room. Why is that a surprise? Quiet and grave, they were keeping to themselves. You guys are still here? Door's locked. Huh? The door over there, opposite from the one you just came through, it wouldn't budge when I tried to open it. It's just like that last room. There aren't any other exits? Do you really think we'd still be here if there was another way out? So what, we're just supposed to wait here? We aren't in a position to do anything else. I don't like this. I want out. I know, dear. Please, have a seat for the time being. Let's try to be patient. Beth lowered her head and grew quiet. Ink slumped into the nearest seat. So we just lost a lot of blood. Right, we did a good job to cover the walls and the floor and not get any on our clothes. But also, right, think of ways this can come back and bite us in the butt, right? Somebody dies and then somebody finds some blood on our scarf. Or somebody gets sent back into the hallway that we've just been in and finds the hallway covered in blood. You know, these are reasons we should tell people, just saying. From here, he had a good view of this wall-mounted screen. So now what? Nobody answered. The others were either fiddling with the devices they had been given or staring at the wall. Ink sighed. Not a real social bunch, are they? Well, whatever. I guess we'll just wait for that face thing to show up. As if on cue, hell yeah. The monitor sparked to life. Speak of the devil. This message is set to play after a short delay. If any contestants are not present, please retrieve them. Who are you? Why do you look like that? Please note that this message is a recording and will only play once. It is advisable that you pay attention. Hello, contestants. Long time no see. That was a joke, of course. I saw you but moments ago. Oh, ho, ho. I already hate this guy. Please, sit down. Make yourselves comfortable. Relax. I'm sure you all have questions for me. I ask you to be patient. By the end of my little speech, I imagine that at least a few of your concerns will have been addressed. Let me start by confirming that yes, you have been abducted. And yes, I am the one responsible. Sorry about that. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sent. Okay. I like the smile. I'll be as brief as I can. I have brought you here today so that you may play a game of my own design. The name of my game is Exit Corners. The rules are simple. I have placed you in the heart of the lovely Four Elements Hotel. As Game Master, I will do my best to keep you there. If you manage to exit the hotel, you win. If your heart stops beating, you lose. Yeah. Wait, what? And that's all there is to it. Not so difficult to understand, Allow me to be clear. In this game, you must put yourself first. Your victory or defeat is not tied to that of any other contestant. I have made some alterations to the Four Elements Hotel to allow for a more pleasant gaming experience. One such amelioration is the inclusion of £16 of industrial-grade Semtex at this building's foundation. Is that a bomb? In 24 hours, the aforementioned explosives will detonate. This will cause the entire structure to collapse. In the event that you are still in the building at the time of the collapse, you will most likely be crushed and killed, resulting in a loss. Pardon the negativity. But please, do not misunderstand me. Goes from like sad to extremely happy. I want you to escape through the exit. I most certainly do. That's why I've given you all a Gemini, to give you a fighting chance. Is that like a phone a friend outside? Each of you have been entrusted with an electronic device that I've dubbed Gemini. I assume you are already aware of this fact. Why Gemini, you ask? Each Gemini has a twin. Gemini may only send and receive messages from their twin. The other halves of your Gemini have been left in the care of someone you know. Oh, that's the name of the device. These people will be referred to as your contacts. Right now, as far as any of you are concerned, your contact is the most important person in the world. While your contacts may be different, they are all equally important. I guarantee you'll need their help to achieve victory today, so try your best to get along with them. Poor communication kills, you know. So it said, I wondered if it was going to be the most important person. Like, two of them are fathers, and one of them is our best bud. I don't know who the other two is yet. Maybe a grandkid? I suppose I've rambled on for long enough, haven't I? I'll leave you all alone then. The next puzzle will be available in just a moment. I've got a myriad of challenges lined up for today. I'm rather fond of puzzles, as you can see. Hopefully my fondness is contagious. Adieu, contestants, and good luck. The screen went blank. Ink had endless questions for Cent, but it was clear that he wasn't coming back. What? So this is a game set up to win. We need to exit the hotel, okay? So, right, the exit is in the title. What's the corners then? And to not lose, we've got to not die. Oh, yeah, and we are going to die in 24 hours, Yeah. So we have 24 hours to get out of this place. Ink rose to his feet, shaking. 1,000 thoughts raced through his head. What was the purpose of exit corners? Who was sent? Was it just bad luck that Ink wound up as a contestant? Or was he specifically targeted? It's all good questions. All good questions. For real? I'm gonna go, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand any of this. It was the only thing Ink could say at a time like this. Beth looked at him with a mix of concern and pity. Ink, please calm down. Your attitude isn't helping the situation. Calm down? I've just been told I'm gonna be murdered. I'm allowed to get mad, damn it. Very well. Come back when you think you settle down a bit. Screw that! Weren't you listening to Cent's message at all? We are going to die. How can you all just stand around so calmly? What the hell is wrong with you people? It's probably because getting wound up like this doesn't help anyone. In emergency situations, breathe. Ink, please. Ether? Locking eyes with Ether, Ink's anger subsided. A twinge of guilt overcame him instead. How long had it been since he'd yelled at someone like that? He lowered his head. I didn't mean to lash out like that. I'm not mad at you or anything. Besides, keeping stress or anger bottled up doesn't promote mental well-being, so it's better that you let it out now. Oh yeah, she's a psych student. If you want to keep yelling, I won't stop you. Just try not to direct your anger at the rest of us, okay? It's alright. I'm done freaking out. Thank you, Ether. That's a big help. So far we know Ether is into psych stuff and Ray is a programmer. I don't remember if we found out what we were studying. I do not remember. And we don't know, we know that Liza is rich, that's all we know. Younger than us. And Beth, we don't have a clue yet about. She seems like she got a good presence though. Hey, leave it to the psych student to talk me out of a fit. How cliche is that? I didn't mean to sound harsh. I'll admit, I'm scared too. Terrified even. I don't know what's gonna happen to us. I don't think that she was harsh. I think it was perfect. I think we're all a bit scared, dear. The first step to overcoming fear is to understand it. Is that something they told you in your program? No, I sort of just made that up. Still, seems like a useful bit of advice right now, don't you think? Maybe we should take some time to make sure we're all on the same page. Good idea. Let's go over what we know. Liza, Ray. Oh, Liza, Ray. Are you both paying attention? This is important. Yeah, I'm listening. Don't mind me. Oh, she's talking to her dad. Ray, who had been leaning on the wall in silence, rejoined the others. Just as he opened his mouth, a familiar noise emanated from the terminal. The contestants all turned to face it. Is it a game? It's another puzzle. I guess it was set to initialize shortly after the message finished playing. Before we get to that, I think we should do a short recap. Right, where should we start? Scent? Is that why you were so deep in thought back there? Yeah, who is he exactly? He's another big old question mark for me. I can't figure him out. If he's the one that brought us here and none of us remember anything from before this morning, that makes him the only one who really knows what's going on right now. What's his motive? How was I abducted? Is this all really necessary? Why did he choose me? Why did he choose any of us? So I'm guessing it's something to do with, because like, something in common so far is coming from Bellbridge, the hometown. Don't know. That's what concerns me most. Your guess is as good as mine, although if we can determine how or why we were chosen, we might be able to figure out who he is. What do you mean by that? If he kidnapped us at random, then Scent is probably just some kind of maniac, right? But if he chose us specifically, then he must know us to some degree. Yeah, and that's why I want to know, like, oh shit, I was going to say I want to know how Liza knows Ray, but my brain keeps omitting the detail that she was listening. He hasn't addressed us by name, so it's not out of the question that he chose these victims at random. Yeah, maybe he's just some nutjob. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not saying that Scent knows us all personally, but I don't think he would kidnap people at complete random. I don't think anyone would do that. I mean, technically for science, maybe you would. Just to see how complete strangers work together in something like this, if it was a social study. But, usually there's motives behind this shit. Seriously? Do you not think that anyone could be this malicious? Ether, I know you're in a psych program. I get that. But that doesn't mean you're an expert on the human psyche. Calm down, Ray. Back off a bit. Some people are 100% batshit crazy, you know? Have you listened to the way Scent speaks? Something's wrong with that guy. Someone 100% batshit crazy, I don't think would be this calculated, though. That, isn't what I meant. I think I know what Ether is trying to say. So much effort went into capturing us and setting everything up. I mean, there are hand scanners and these Gemini devices and the like. Why would someone go through all this trouble to scare the shit out of random people? Isn't there an easier way to do that? Like I said, some people are real messed up. Even still, people like Scent usually have patterns. He might not know us all personally, but there's probably at least one thing that we all have in common. Maybe we meet a certain set of criteria. Right, I hadn't thought of that. How did you not think of that? Have you never watched, like, anything like this? Ink examined each of his fellow contestants one at a time, and as he did, he noticed they were all glancing around at each other. He let out a weak laugh. We don't really have much in common, do we? I mean, we've got both men and women, students and dropouts, young people and, middle-aged persons. Ink, I'm a senior. I'd appreciate if you didn't mince words when our lives could be on the line. Please and thank you. I like her. Anyway, the point is that I don't see anything in common between the five of us. What about Bellbridge? Something less obvious, perhaps? We all live in Bellbridge, right? Why would it be something online? Well, maybe it is something. We all live in Bellbridge, right? I know that Ether and I do, at the very least. Yeah, I live in Bellbridge, regrettably. I'm afraid I don't live there. I've never heard of Bellbridge. There goes my theory. Oh, well, damn. So much for that idea. Is that where we are right now? I don't know. I don't remember there being a Four Elements hotel anywhere in Bellbridge. Of course, I didn't grow up there, so I wouldn't know. I was born there, and I haven't heard of it either. What about Liza? She is staying extremely quiet. Also, it would help to know where Beth is from, so we could maybe locate a geography. What kind of place is it? It's a medium-sized college town, East Coast. East Coast, you say? Something wrong? I live out west. I would have had to come a long way. Holy shit. Okay, so we are from different areas completely. Let's not try to worry about it too much. There's no way to know where we are for sure. Let's forget it for now, I guess. I barely know any of you, so there's no way I'm going to be able to figure out what ties us all together, if there's anything at all. Whatever his reasons for capturing us, Scent clearly isn't his real name. Come on, man. Your name is Ink. You're dating a girl named Ether, and you don't think that a name like Scent could be legit? We're not dating. Oh. You guys came out of the same room, so I just assumed. Seemed like you knew each other. So the two of you are complete strangers that just happened to wake up in the same room? Same bed, actually. Jeez, that must have been awkward. I guess Synth thought it'd be funny. And I've got to hand it to him. It is kind of funny. You're sweating buckets right now, bud. Let me do you both a favour and change the subject. Why are we so concerned about that? Please. Why don't we get started on this puzzle? We can chat about Scent later. Remember that we've got a time limit. Oh yeah, we do. She's still here. I like to add that there's still a possibility that this is just Scent's idea of a joke. There may be no explosives or time limit. Right now we're just taking his word for it. Would you like to wait and find out, Liza? Liza, you've been so quiet. I almost forgot about you. That's because I've been messaging my father instead of standing around chit-chatting. I'm trying to get rescued, not play detective. If you're convinced this whole thing is a joke, then why are you so dead set with getting rescued? Ah. I never said that I thought this was a joke, did I? I just said that it was a possibility. Okay. Also, yeah, we should all message our... I've forgotten what he called them. Oh, contacts. To kind of, you know, tell them that we might die. Sen committed a crime in kidnapping us and forcing us to play this game. There's no telling how far he'll go. It's too risky not to take action, even if it is all a big prank. He has broke some laws already, yes. Then why did you even suggest it? Well, I don't want to look like an idiot if all this is fake, obviously. Do you seriously care that much about what other people think about you? Unlike some people, I actually have an image to maintain. A lot of people expect great things from me, you know? Those are pretty big words coming from someone who's never worked a day in their life. Oh god, here we go. Guys, come on, not this again. Whatever, I'm done talking to this idiot. Liza, you said you messaged your father. Does that make him your contact? I don't know, I guess so. What exactly did you tell him? I told him that my kidnapper wasn't interested in a ransom. Instead, he's forcing me to play some weird game and threatening to kill me. Did you let him know there are other people who have been abducted as well? No. Oh, so she is a narcissist. Well, at least tell him that you're in a hotel called the Four Elements and that you've only got 24 hours to find a way out. Oh, did you? All of what I just said. No. Then what did you tell him? I told him what I told you. That's it? Yeah, so? It took you 5 whole minutes to type that out? I'm slow at texting, okay? Give me a break. You're a teenager. Shouldn't you be an Olympic level texter? Shut up, both of you. Shouldn't we get started on the puzzle? You're wasting a lot of time asking me pointless questions. Is she hiding something? Like, firstly, I'm thinking maybe she's like dyslexic or something, but maybe something else. It's pretty obvious she just wants to change the subject, but she's right, we need to push on. Like, what would make her take, like, I get that, being slow at things, slower than other people, but she seemed to get very defensive very quickly about it. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Perhaps we should. There's more about this game I'd like to discuss, but we should get this puzzle out of the way first. 5 pairs of wary eyes turn to the terminal. Let's get to it then. Oh god, turn 7 into 26. Oh, so this is like before. Okay, that wasn't it. Uh, 20. Oh no. Yeah. No. Six. Oh, frig. So, it's gotta be similar to the last one, right? Where we're making the numbers out of the negative space. But, if we're doing that, how do we make a 6 when there's no place to put a gap in the middle? Can they like cross over each other? Oh my Am I overcomplicating the hell out of this? It's alright. I mean, maybe this doesn't look like the best 2 I've ever seen. I'm trying to look at that to see if it looks like... You know, if I can, if it's got any clues. Oh no. Oops. 2? 6? Oh no. Right, what if we were making like a 2 across the whole thing, right? And then a 6, right? A 6 to, right. Let me show you something, right? A 6 doesn't work. I'm trying to make a 6 so you'd have like the circle and then thing coming off, but we've got no lines to hide this. Six. Oh, this isn't good. Oh man, maybe we do need to make it out of the non-negative parts. Maybe that's the idea. So 6, right? So like 2 would be like 2. That's not a 2. Should I ask someone? Should we ask Ether? You alright, Ether? You've been quiet for a while. Is everyone just leaving me to solve this puzzle? Because that's never a good idea. I've had a lot on my mind, I guess. If you're not feeling well, you can always let the rest of us handle this. No, doing this puzzle ought to clear my head. I'll gladly help. Alright then. Let me know if you can think of anything that might be useful. Okay. Oh, an ink? Yeah. Thanks for being considerate. That was no help. I wonder if we should just be asking everyone every time anyway to see their responses. Because like that wasn't a hint. Beth. What have you got for me? Have you given the puzzle any thought, Ink? Don't condescend me, woman! Looks to me like a simple enough task, except there seems to be something we're not quite getting. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to arrange 7 to 26 with the pieces we have here. Exactly, there must be some hint we're still missing. A double meaning, maybe? I'll give it a bit more thought then. A double meaning? Can 26 mean something else? 8? Does it need to be an 8? A classic 8? am I missing? Does it mean like we need 2 pieces here and 6 pieces here? Probably absolutely not. Right, these 2. These ones can go together to make a line. But only that big. Now I'm just making patterns. Do I just need to like split? Oh, it doesn't work. Split the screen in half. Let's ask another person. Ray, you had good hints last time, kind of. Ink. Ray, any thoughts on the puzzle? Once again, this looks more like a riddle than an actual puzzle. I don't know the answer yet, but let's use what we've learned from the first puzzle to help us with this one. And what have we learned from the first puzzle? The last puzzle revolved around the negative space. When the clue hinted at a cross, it was actually hinting at the absence of a cross. I'd say there's a good chance this one might revolve around negative space too. But this one feels a bit more complicated. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Let's see them all. I guess I'm just not figuring it out, but I was doing the right thing. Ink. Liza, are you gonna help us out this time? Yes. Huh? That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Why the change of heart? I've just been told that my life is on the line, so there's that. Fair enough. Anyway, what do you think of this puzzle? I'm not quite sure yet. Give me a minute to get a good look at it. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, can we ask them, like, can we talk to them again? I'm gonna try it. Or is it gonna be the same? So, any ideas about the puzzle? Not really. The clue says turn 7 into 26. No, it doesn't. What do you mean? Of course it does. Does it mean, like, is it the hash? Nope. It says turn 7 into number 26. There's a hashtag before 26, but not before 7. Huh, I didn't notice. It's probably important, so let's try to remember this detail. Good idea. Okay. The hashtag. Right, let's reset this. So that's a 7. Into hashtag number 26. Turn 7 into number 26. What's the difference? 7 is a number. I'm not getting it. Remember there's a hashtag before the 26 in this clue. It's asking us to turn 7 into number 26. But what is number 26? Is it the alphabet? Is it Y? Why? But that's not a number, that's a letter. How does a Y go? No, we don't have the right amount of thingies. Wait, how many? Oh no, wait. How many letters are there in the alphabet? Would that be Z, not Y? Oh no. Oh, what have I done? No, that's also not what I was trying to do. What does a Z look like? Oh man, that's it, isn't it? Oh, I keep forgetting I can just switch them. No, that's not a Z. Look at that. It's a stumpy Z. Does this mean we've exhausted the conversation and there's no more hints? Why would number 26 be a letter? Ray, tell me more. Hey, Ray. What do you want? I'm trying to concentrate. Just checking up on you. Any new developments? Well, 1. Read the clue again. Does anything jump out at you? Turn 7 into hashtag 26. Well, it's stylistically incorrect to write 7 as a number instead of spelling it out, so there's that. What? You're useless, you know that? What? That's a totally valid answer. You know what? I'm gonna pretend you didn't say anything and move on. What jumps out at me is the number 26. Do you know what the number 26 is commonly associated with? Even you should be able to get this one. The alphabet, right? I don't know, the alphabet. Right on. I think we're supposed to make something that is related to the alphabet in some way, if you catch my drift. Oh, you're probably right. I am right. Z! Now I'm starting the question. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Z. 26. What does a Z look? Maybe maybe it's a lot smaller. Somehow. Z! Oh! Suddenly that looks more like a Z than anything I made. How can I do this? Oh, no. Oh! With the negative space? Oh, hold on a second. That looks more like a Z. Oh, Howie! Oh, right, maybe it needs to be more accurate like this. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's like pulling teeth, isn't it? That's me. We found it! Hey, I was right. Yeah, all me. It was me. Oh, how is that the answer? The number 26, the clue refers to is the letter Z, the 26th letter of the alphabet. Turns out you can draw a Z if you get crafty with the tiles. Pretty sharp, Ink. Yeah, I had no help with that whatsoever. That was certainly harder than the last puzzle. Oh god. Congratulations, contestants. That was the correct solution. Before you proceed, I feel like it is my responsibility to issue a warning. The 24-hour time limit, while important, should not be your immediate concern. The explosives I've planted are far from the most dangerous thing in this hotel. Ooh. I have refrained from throwing anything harmful at you thus far, but I assure you the safety is temporary. There, I've opened the way. Welcome to Exit Corners. I'm looking forward to watching you all struggle, and you will struggle. Or you could die. Wow, okay, this is creepy as fuck. This guy's a real piece of work. Why does he look like he's made of paper mache? People these days are so strange. Why is that your immediate thought, Beth? People these days are so strange. Paper mache? That's what he reminds you of? You know, that's not really him, right? It's just a computer-generated image he's using to keep us from seeing his real face. Same deal with his voice. It's completely synthetic. Oh, is that so? Oh, I forgot. She's a pensioner. Like, in her words. Isn't that what she called herself? So she might not be the most technologically advanced. Buying a rundown hotel, rigging all these contraptions, and creating a computer-generated images? I'm no expert, but wouldn't these things cost a fortune? Liza. That face would be a cinch to make, but as for the rest of it, I see what you're getting at. This isn't within any normal person's price range. It's a competitor of Liza's father. If Exit Corners really is the work of a single person, then that person would be pretty well off. Ray's remark hit home. A certain redhead soon became the center of everyone's attention. Why are you all staring at me? My father and I are extremely wealthy. Did I get that right? Right, because my family is the only entity in the entire world that has any money. Oh, and that must mean I'm a deranged sociopath who locks herself in a hotel with a bunch of strangers and attempts to get herself killed. I've got to hand it to you, Ray. Your reasoning is flawless. Sarcasm won't do you any good. I'm not saying you're behind all this. Frankly, I don't think you're smart enough. And to be honest, I don't think it's within one person's power to run this whole game on their own. But you're definitely hiding something. I know you are. You've been acting real suspicious all morning, especially now. What do you mean, suspicious? Don't think I haven't noticed your hand. I'll have you know my eyes are in excellent shape. Huh? What's wrong with her hand? Every now and again she makes peculiar gestures with her right hand. To me it looks as if she's making some kind of signal. A sign language, perhaps? It's just a nervous tic, that's all. It's normal. Oh, maybe she's just lying. The shaking in your voice tells me otherwise. Oh, how do we approach this? I feel like we've got to be harsh with her, but I'm also worried in case it's something personal. Because, like, the other thing I was thinking was maybe her eyesight isn't good, but also it would be bad hearing that would call for sign language. So I don't know if we should be kind or harsh, because she feels like the kind of person that you need to be harsh with. Oh, I'm gonna... yeah. Spit it out, Liza. There's something you're not telling us. How much more obvious can you make it? I've got nothing to hide. You're just imagining things. You're a terrible liar. I'm about as convinced that you're not hiding anything as I am of you being a slow texter. How is that so hard to believe? It's the truth. I swear on my mother's grave. Okay, Okay, so we know her mother's dead. I believe you. Ether. Leave her alone, you guys. She isn't gonna tell us anything, so stop pressing her. Even when she's clearly hiding something? Maybe she's hiding something. It isn't necessarily related to exit corners though, is it? She's allowed some privacy, isn't she? Oh, the thing is, in an emergency situation like this, I don't give a shit about your privacy. Like, this is important. This is life or death. It'd be different if you had proof that Liza was up to something, but you don't. You're just looking for someone to blame. That is not true. Don't come at me with that. No, I'm looking for information, and if someone looks like they're hiding information, that's suspicious. The exact same way that we didn't tell people we had this giant nosebleed. I'm sus too. I guess so. Nah. Damn it, Ether. Why is yours like... Your lucky ink turns to mush whenever you open your mouth. Hey, now. She's right, you know. We're sort of picking on Liza for no good reason. That's not true. I had my reasons, okay? Whatever. I'm done with you chumps. What a loser. See, she has this sass about it. So that's why I felt like you've got to be like, right. Because she's quite immature and childish. It's like, right, tell me. Should we give Ray a moment? No, we ought to follow him. The only thing we're at liberty to do right now is continue playing exit corners. You know, the more often I hear exit corners, the stranger it sounds. What's it supposed to mean? I wish I could answer that. I wish I could answer anything. Why? Why were we brought here? Who is sent? And what is exit corners? Oh, end chapter. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize we'd been going for so long. What is exit corners? It's a game, right? Although that's the same question that I had. Exit is the goal. Corners is something that maybe is going to come up eventually that we don't know about. He did say there is going to be more danger than just these bombs. That hasn't happened yet. I assume we're maybe going to find that out in the next chapter. Let's have a quick look. Sneak peek. The next one is called Distant Contact. I did think that it's about time that we start contacting our contacts. Like, that's what they're there for. So, Alright, that was chapter 2. Good stuff. Like, I'm sorry about my puzzle solving skills. You know, every time I think I'm getting better at solving puzzles, shit like that happens. But you know what? I'm glad they've got this hint system. And I don't think it's the worst thing if we're going to go and talk to people and ask them questions and get some dialogue. So, yeah. That was... We didn't get really any... Well, we did. I was like, we didn't get any more information. But we did find out some stuff about... We're in a game, right? That's what we found out. We found out about the hotel and stuff like that. So, alrighty, that was chapter 2. I'll be back very soon with chapter 3. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!